So tell me about why do you love travel at this age still continue travel?
I love meeting people of different cultures. You can do that right here. There are so many people from different cultures. We're so fortunate, you know. If you go down to Stanley Park or around, you will see people in different costumes and speaking different languages, and it's just so exciting because all of those people have a story, right? And it's stories similar to yours but different. And that's the enjoyment. So when we travel, we try to go and stay in one place for a while and rent an apartment so that we can go to the grocery store and talk to the people and come home and make their dinner or go to the pub and mingle with the people. We don't really like to just go on a tour on a bus and, oh, you see this fancy building or whatever. They're beautiful buildings, we've seen them all, but there's only so many churches and so many castles and so forth. The people are the interesting part about traveling, and yeah, that's what I enjoyed.
Culture,
The culture.
foods,
Yeah.
and all those things.
And actually, I mean, it is getting a little bit more difficult as we age to do this. We don't anymore just go on a train and sleep on the train or whatever. Now we're a little bit more organized. But it's still the same adventure, and yeah, so next week we're going to hop on a plane and go to Amsterdam, and we're going to see some of the things, but we're yeah, you have a funny story.
I don't know. We're there. Back in '79, we were winding up our tour, so we had to go back to Amsterdam to catch our plane. But we were a couple of days. We allowed ourselves a couple of days just for everything. So we wound up, and we were traveling with a couple of kids. Well, I was in my 40s, and they were probably in their 20s, 5, something. Anyways, they suggested, well, when you get to Amsterdam, go to a kiosk, and at that time, you could go to the kiosk, and they would tell you where to rent a inexpensive situation. So it was about 8 o'clock at night when we landed with the train. We pulled into the station. Central Station is sort of like at the top of a whole bunch of hoops, canals. So they said at the kiosk, well, here we have this address for you, and it's X number of guilders. So we got a little map and we found it, you know, stumbled along through the dark and walked down, finally found Herengraten. We were looking for 35 Herengraten. So we wandered down, and sure enough, big numbers, 35 Herengraten. And there's steps this way, and then there's steps down the other side. So we walk up the steps, push the bell, rap on the door, and Dutch buildings are 3 or 4 stories high. Well, way up on about the 3rd floor, a window opens out, and this lady yells out, "What do you want?" And we said, "We're looking for a room." And there's Bridgit and I. And she says, "For how long?"
So we found out why she asked the question.
Found out the next morning we were in the wrong district.
We were in the red light district of Amsterdam.
So will you worry about the health situation? Because right now, like a lot seniors, they probably won't, they think kind of a lot of restriction when they go somewhere, then their insurance is high or so difficult to get out the board and travel.
Yeah, it's always an inconvenience, it's always a concern, but all you can do is get vaccinated and try to stay healthy. You know, you can't just hide away in a closet. That's not living, you know. So.
Yeah. We have to go. I mean, if you stay here, I think it's more dangerous to sit in this chair than to go out and play. Really, I mean, I'll get stiff and sore, and I won't be able to do all these things. You have to go out and experience things, and we have to spend our children's inheritance too. We can't leave any money for them, right?
Yeah.
So that's our job right now, is to go out and play and be healthy and live our very best lives. You know? Yeah.
Yes, yes, I totally agree.
And try to, equally as well as, you know, visiting and interacting with people in foreign places, contributing to society right here, like, say through pickleball or something like that, but, you know, other activities or other situations. There's all sorts of fun things to do. Great restaurants, you know, like foreign diets, Greek restaurants, Chinese, any, you know, East Indian restaurants. Thank you.